So much treasure in this call, and we're all going to want to refer back to it. I know I will for sure. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. The recorder is on right now, y'all. Welcome to our Saturday morning call. Everybody, I love this group we've got here on this call. I see we've got about we got 20 crowns on this call, and it's just going to be a matter of time before that button hits in your crown. So I dig this. And so when you talk to people, when you think about owning your life, owning your time, that's what everybody wants. You either have time freedom, money freedom, or both. So this is what I think it means to own your life. When you subtract out the sleeping time, the commuting time, the working time, the time for things you have to do each and every day of your life, most people don't have more than 1 or 2 hours each day to do what they like to do. And then they have the money to do it when they have that freedom. We have discovered a way for you to learn how to own your life by building a Purium home-based business. And we have a system for doing that is simple, training, calls, simple systems in place that anyone can do. And it doesn't require selling. And the best part, you can do it in the time that you have available right now to start owning your life. And I can show you how to do that. So this is a great opening for someone, because most people don't think about, when I was first asked that, I own 3 hours of my day. And when I realized that, I went, whoa, I better start thinking differently. I better start getting smarter here, because life is going by me and I'm not having the freedom to enjoy much of anything. So we all, all of our friends, family, people we know, and the greatest thing about owning your life with Purium is that you can create a residual income. And during difficult times, residual income is so doggone important. To have a company that has a weekly compensation as well as a residual based on brand partners who are committed. And I'll tell you right now, you work with minimum of three committed brand partners, and you duplicate that 4 or 5 levels deep, and everybody build a handful of customers, you are making serious money. Because 4 levels deep is about 120 brand partners going 3, 9, 27, 81. And if every one of them has 400 or 500 BV, whatever they want to buy, plus 4 or 5 customers, because we always want to build 4 to 5, 6 customers, because that is the proper way to build your business, to show a ratio of customers as well as your brand partners. So keep it simple. Network marketing was designed with all these unilevel, in our unilevel comp plan, to get paid deep on brand partners and 4 levels deep on the customers of those brand partners. So and when you start going 3, 9, 27, 81, and you go 1 more level to 243, we're only asking people to do the simple things that anyone can do. And that's what you really want to learn and get in your brain. I'm not asking people to jump through big hoops to do this. I'm asking them to get an ultimate lifestyle to start their business, which is $329, and get their business pack as a complimentary thing from you and Purium, because you're the one offering that. And so I just think it's so important for all of us to know that network marketing was created for simple duplication. And the more you teach that and get working with 3, 4 people that are brand partners and really own that relationship and go to work with them and for them and by them and whatever it takes, they're the blood of your business. And so before we get started any further, we have someone who's really doing some serious business building activities today. and her name is Veronica Beltran, and she just happens to be out in the park here in her neighborhood. So I'm gonna let Veronica show you what she's doing, because this is what she's going to meet somebody today who's going to be some customers, a brand partner. Good things are going to happen. So Veronica, what are you up to?
Good morning, everybody. Well, you inspired me, Michael, and I have a table out here, my Purium table, out at this popular hiking spot in Riverside. And so I have samples of the Power Shake this morning, and I set up a little table. Michael created some amazing flyers for me with my code embedded and everything. And so I've got some samples, and let me show you a little bit about what I'm doing here. All right, there you go. So that's my table. I set it up. I have the flyers. I got the Green Foods Bible. I have my contact list, I have my gift cards, and just out here having fun, just sharing smiles and sharing the sun's love.
Man, so is the park is starting to fill up a little bit, getting some folks in there?
Yeah, it's pretty crowded here. It's so that's the mountain there. I don't know if you could see it that well, but people hike up that mountain and they park at this park here, so everybody has to walk by here and see.
Location.
Yes. And I figured, people come out here because they want to be healthy. And so this is where, I'm out here trying to just share, if they're not aware of what's out there, to help them. Just like when I came to this product a couple years ago, I'm just going to share my story now. A couple years ago, I was on a journey to loving myself and on a health journey. And along the way, I had been dealing with some weight issues, anxiety and depression. I had formed a habit to Ativan, which is a benzodiazepine, and tried for years to get off of that medication. Suffered from osteoarthritis. My guess is probably from how I used to eat and the weight. And so I was doing really good. So when I came across Purium, I started following this certified health nut, and he started talking about Purium. I didn't think I needed it. I thought I'm already on my road to wellness. And but I was still suffering from side effects from Ativan. They weren't good side effects. I had a lot of head pressure and brain fog. And I just thought, I'm going to give this product a try. I always wanted to optimize my health. And I tried the product, and I just couldn't believe that I could feel better than what I was already feeling. So, and yeah, now not only am I, getting the healthiest that I've ever been, but I'm also, my financial roadmap has changed. I'm on my way to a time and location freedom, and that's my goal. And I'm excited to share with others as well. Thank you, guys.
Michael, you're on mute.
Let's hear it for Veronica for being out there, touching people, connecting with people, man. Very, very good. Thank you, Veronica. And we're going to go over it. And so she just gave about a 3-minute testimonial on her experience. And we're going to go into everybody who wants to do theirs today, just for practice. We're not over analyzing what people are doing, but we wanted to keep it to 2 minutes. And I want to show you something here. So let me show you this little document here. So storytelling. Okay, so I want you to, these are 4 different, these are a little path you can follow with storytelling. Your most powerful tool is storytelling that you have in your arsenal. We got our Purium videos, we've got all the tools, the apps, the this, the that. But when people hear you, they see a real human being with a heart, with concerns, with passion, and that's what sells, and that's what's going to connect you. I'll guarantee you somebody's going to get connected to Veronica today with that amazing smile of hers and that heart of hers that's out there connecting. So it's your most powerful tool. Stories transfer belief to the people you're talking to. And that's all we're interested in doing, is transferring a belief that we think can support someone else's belief and seeing that this is something they might want to check out. The 4 elements to telling your story, number 1 is the background. What's your background? Where do you come from? You give a little information about what your background, like Veronica just did. You know, educator, teacher, doctor, carpenter, actor, a little bit about maybe the kind of health you are in. So you share a little background. And there again, you know, when you start this out for a 2-minute goal, once you get it to 2 minutes, you can expand it and then add more layers, because you want to add layers depending on the time you have to share with people. Okay, so the background, people will sense, oh, they get a feel and they can relate to your background. And what were some of the things you didn't like about your background? Where were you? What was your challenges? You know, this person has the same fears as you do, and at least other people think that they have the same fears. We all have these same stuff going on. You know, had no free time to enjoy the family, to go on holidays, always on the run, always on the go. Health getting worse, eating fast foods, too much stress, no chance to advance in my job, not around like-minded people. You know, what are share some of the points about the background that you really weren't very fond of. And the real deal here is don't mention more than 3. The rule of thumb from the guys who really know how to tell stories, they say, you get 2 or 3, you're in business. You mention 4, and they're going to forget your 3. You're overwhelming them. You get 1 or 2 or 3 really sound background things that you didn't like about your background. Now they got it. Now you can move on to the solution. The solution of what you just shared with them and the steps you're taking in this solution. I found a business that gave me freedom and is profitable and has satisfied my life in an area that I love best, helping others, a way to use my skills to educate, to lead, to help, to share, to advise. I'm not caught up in an 8 to 5 situation, dealing with the same people every day. I'm around like-minded people. My health is improving and getting better, like it's never been in I'm in a new world I live in now. How do you feel about the future? I'm surrounded by like-minded people. My future is happier and better than ever. I have so much more freedom in my life. So I'm just in another space, no stress. The future's looking good. I'm creating a residual income. I'm teaching other people about health and wellness, and their future's getting better. I'm working from home on my own schedule. I'm healthier than I've ever been in my life, and I own my own life. So these are a few things. I'll post this on the Love Team today, and I'll email this out to lots of people today. But this is a little story structure that you can go by to give you some support.
Michael,
So-
can you put that document in the chat?
Can I put a PDF in the chat?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll do that while we're talking here.
okay.
Okay, I'll try to drop it in there. Otherwise, I'll email it to you, Michael, as soon as I get off the call.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You wanted it to do your chat right now? Is that what I can leave it on?
No, I was just saying if you put it in the chat, I could copy it from there, but if you're gonna send it to me, even better. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, I'll send you the PDF. Okay, everybody. So, you know, I started thinking about my story, and I have spent my life thinking about food, trying to get good nutrition. My mother taught me to eat 3 meals a day. I was an actor. I've been a house painter. I've been a salesman. I've done all types of things to make a living, and it's been a struggle. It was a struggle to find jobs, to find acting jobs, to get, I'd have to have painting jobs when I wasn't acting. And man, food was always on my mind, breakfast, lunch, dinner, because I wanted the good nutrients in my body. And when I turned 60, I started realizing the challenges from not eating the foods that would feed my body best. And my body started slowing down. My focus got bad. My aches, my pains, this was going on, that was going on. And it was starting, I was noticing that the food I was buying at the grocery stores that I was trying to digest wasn't working for me. I couldn't keep up with the energy day after day to do the things I wanted to do. I was pulling back and doing less and less. And this doctor friend called me, who's a holistic practitioner, medical doctor who deals with serious health people. And this guy says, Michael, I've been noticing such results with this company's foods from California, not far from where you live, that my patients are doing so good and being able to go through more therapies to keep them healthier. You might want to check it out. I went to the website, saw what their mission was, their vision was, and I went, wow, thanks, Doc, for sharing this with me. I ordered what was like a 10-day transformation at the time, and I got busy eating that when I got it. And in 10 days, I said, man, I was eating it once a day for 10 days, and all of a sudden, I said, I'm getting this 10-day thing that they say you'll lose weight and feel this and that. I didn't know it was true, but this doctor said his clients were doing amazing. So I ate that 10-day. 10 days later, I'm 10 pounds lighter. I've got more energy. Lucy's saying, honey, whatever you're doing, you got to keep doing. And so she started eating the products. And here I am now 7 years later. I'm telling you all, the lifestyle, the fun, the freedom of health. I don't think about 3 meals a day. I don't even know I just eat vegetables and grains and foods and organic. My gut's healthier. My life is better. I'm happier. It's just a game changer. So, that's all I can share with you. And I can show you how to order, give you a gift card, just whatever it takes, but you want to try this stuff. Anyway, that's a quick run through for me. And I was probably a little over 2 minutes, and a lot can come out in my talk, depending on if I'm talking about business, product, whatever. But I just say, God, thank God for Purium. Okay. Who's next? All right, Joel.
All right. So, yeah, my story is very similar to Michael's. When I turned 60, I was going through a midlife crisis myself. I was feeling okay, but knew I could do a lot better. I was a massage therapist, and so I've always been concerned about health, but much like Michael, I found that the grocery store aisles weren't really fulfilling my needs for health. I was feeling okay, but knew I could do better. A friend of mine introduced me to a company, had me look at the products. First thing she did was give me a bag of something. When I opened it up, I literally thought I was smelling Trix or Fruit Loops cereal. And then when I looked at the label, it's like, are you kidding me? I looked at the ingredients. There's nothing there that was helpful. Maybe it was scientifically designed to lose weight, but where's the nutrition in that? So I said, thanks, but no thanks. Shortly thereafter, a trainer at the gym I worked out at introduced me to Purium. And the first thing I did was look at the label, And what I noticed was all this amazing organic, non-GMO, gluten-free superfoods that had nothing harmful in them whatsoever. And I just said, wow, this is what I was looking for. So I decided to take a 10-day vacation from processed foods, which I did. And in my first 10 days, I lost 8.5 pounds, 8 of which was body fat. And the next 10 weeks, I lost another 20 pounds and got down to very close to my goal weight. And in those 10 days, I lost my addiction to refined sugar, had a lot more energy, and am feeling better now than I ever have. And my outlook on life in the future is probably the best it's ever been in my 60+ years.
There you
I don't
go,
know how
Joe.
long that was, but
Joe, that was exactly 2 minutes.
oh, wow. Cool.
Way to go, man. All right, well done. So we're not gonna, what do you call it? Talk about, this is next week after we can do this again and get into detail about what everybody's saying. But that was great, Joel. Well done.
Thank you.
Who's next?
Woo, that was great. Great story.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go. Shit, I don't want to, so I will. All right, can you hear me all right? All right,
Yes.
cool. Hi guys, I'm Angelo. Little bit about me. I'm a guy who's always liked to have a good time my whole life. That used to mean, kicking back, drinking some beers and, that kind of party. And I worked in the craft beer industry for a long time, but I lacked a lot of self-love. So I, kind of masked it in the drink and a little bit of smoke here and there. And so my finances weren't where they wanted to be. And lo and behold, I had some health problems. I was diagnosed in 2013 with a brain tumor. It was a terminal brain tumor, a rare type of oligodendroglioma. That was a wake-up call, man. That was also probably the greatest blessing in my life, come to think of it. It seemed at the time that was quite devastating, but man. So right away, I knew I had to make some big changes because I didn't want to die. I didn't want to suffer. I didn't want to go out like that. So I looked every which way I could find, all different kinds of pillars of health to change my life. And one of those huge pillars was nutrition. I knew from an early age nutrition's importance, but I didn't know going fully organic, high density organic superfood nutrition was the way for me. So I started doing that. And then I found Purium. And Purium really offered more than just that. It offered community. It offered, affordability, and it offered a sense of community that actually, and financial freedom. Those three things I'd never had before. So the solution was very simple. It was something that I was pushing against for a long time. But now moving forward, I have the best friends of my life in this organization. I have amazing mentors like Mr. Michael Mazes, and I've got the best health I've ever had in my life right now. And I'm making my own stream of income. I don't have a boss. The only boss I ever listen to is Bruce Springsteen. And that's it. I'm happy. I'm ready to live my life to the fullest. So, and I want to share that with everyone else out there. Thank you.
Way to go. Way to go. Good stuff. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. All right, Angelo. All right, anybody when we're done, if you want to jump in, just jump in.
I'll go. So I had been working in the corporate world for about 15 years, and I was working about 70 hours a week, got really, really sick, and I didn't know what to do with myself. I went on a leave from work. I went and saw all these doctors and tried to figure out what was going on with me. My mental health was horrible. My physical health was horrible. And I really was not treating my body with love at all. I got on prescription drugs, and I thought that was the answer. And I started doing yoga and meditation, and I thought I could heal myself. And it wasn't until I realized that nutrition was a missing piece of my puzzle. And if I could get proper nutrients in my body and have nutrient-dense superfoods helping my mind and my body, I could help other people too. And that's when my life changed. I realized that I could be helping others who are having these same problems, help them get off prescription drugs, feel better, have a healthy mind, have a healthy body, and still be doing yoga and meditation at the same time. It really changed my life. And now I'm running my own business from home. I'm happy, I'm healthy, and my mind is clear every single day. And I'm so grateful for the community I have now and the family I have. Thank you.
Woo! All right, okay, y'all. Now she covered a lot of stuff in that 1 minute and 19 seconds. And, you know, well done, Rebecca. Well done. That was great. Whoever wants to go, jump right in.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is this a business story, right? This is our business story.
Anything you want, health, product, business. You're just covering, you know, the structure of sharing how your background, what you didn't like about, you know, the basic, whatever you want to share for 2 minutes of a story that you want to share with someone.
If
All right,
you feel apprehensive, jump in. That's the point. Get in
Okay,
there.
I'll go.
Get in the game.
I'll go.
All right.
Okay. I have so many different ones. Okay. So hi, I'm Nadine. Hi, everyone. Good morning. I grew up in the Caribbean. My family owned a huge farm, which was our primary source of food. I was never healthy. I was never sick. Didn't have any health problems at all. I'm running around barefoot in the sunshine, guys. And then I moved to America when I was 21, which, believe it or not, is like 26 years ago. Yes, Miriam does it. Almost 50, baby. Come on. All right. Miriam, don't crack. Anyway, so when I came to America when I was 21, I got real sick. Things like I had really bad acne. I had gut issues. I had asthma, allergic, a Caribbean girl, allergic to stuff. My mom moved up here to help me and she got sick. We brainstormed and realized it was the food. She started shipping food from our farm to here, which was totally illegal. And then I realized that was not sustainable. And I started searching for organic green foods and stuff like this. And through that journey, I realized that nutrition was gonna help me. And one day I would go to the Javits Center and look for shakes that had, you know, stuff that I knew. And I found Purium. It aligned with me. It reminded me of stuff that I ate as a child. My skin cleared up. My gut got better. But not only that, I didn't even know that there was such a great community of people behind this. People that are championing, you know, green food and health and wellness, changing your modality so that, you know, they are just thinking future minded. And there was a business opportunity. So not only do I have to look amazing, I can, like, you know, get money, guys. Come on. Who don't want to look amazing and make money? If you want to look amazing and make money, raise your hands. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Everybody, hands up. Raise your hands. So we are making money. We are looking great. We're helping the future, and it's residual income. And I could work from home, and it's just the best thing. I'm so grateful to God. I'm grateful for the negative experience that got me here, because if I wasn't sick, I wouldn't know that there was hope. So, you know what I'm saying?
All right, let's hear it for Nadine. Okay, Nadine, that was 2 minutes and 10 seconds. And you covered a lot of good stuff in there, kid. So congratulations. You're on your way with your story. What I love about this, y'all, what, Nadine?
That's actually what I tell people.
I'm sorry?
That's actually what I tell people.
Good, that's a good one. Well done, well done. Keep it up. You know, so also everybody always know that, you know, when we're talking about Purium, that, you know, and not that anybody's done this, but always, you know, we always have to always be careful about making claims. You know, you can make your own individual testimonial of what you experience, but from my experience, we just don't want to cross that line with these agencies of any kind to make claims, because food regenerates the body, and that's all we're doing is eating food. So anyway, well done, Nadine. Okay, who's next?
I'll go if no one's gonna volunteer. I know. Hello?
Who's that? Who's going?
I'll go. All right, here we go. Sorry, excuse my hair, guys. I'm taking out the dreads, so it's like really crazy right now. But yeah, so in terms of my story, where I used to be was, I really struggled to eat in the morning. Just even like making food in general was really hard for me at the place I was living. So, and I was also struggling financially. So it was really tough to like just get quality foods in. And after taking Purium, I tried it out. Actually, I didn't even have enough money to get in the first place. Somebody like sent me the money as a gift. Because obviously it was meant to try it by God, you know? And when I tried it, it just solved all my problems in terms of convenience. It was just so easy. I never had to have an excuse as to why I couldn't eat healthy. And then it also just gave me like a new sense of vitality through the nutrition that it provided. Like, and I realized at that point, I was like, man, like this stuff is expensive. So I hope there's a way that we can make money on it. That's always been my attitude to almost everything I buy. So I just thought like, you know, if I'm going to be paying for this stuff, which I probably will want to for the next couple of years, it works really well for me. I got to find a way to make this cheaper. So I shared it with a couple of friends, and now I just make a habit of posting it on social media when I use it. And I get checks 5 times a month. That's it.
That's great, Bo. Bo did that in 1 minute and 32 seconds. Well done, Bo. And Bo, I think when you do a testimonial like that, when your hair's like that, I think you should say that you've been using Purium hair, nail, and skin.
Yeah, I always tell people that's what I take, and you know, people ask me all the time, like, how do you know, what do you do for your hair? And I'm just like, I don't do anything. I woke up like this. This is like what just came out of my head. But I'll definitely use that for sure. It's an added selling point.
Bro, I mean, you might as well just, your hair is going to be like that anyway. You just say, I don't know, you know, I take this stuff called hair, skin, and nails, and my hair is just like, you know, right? You just
Get claws.
So you can market that to the sisters. The sisters gonna love that. Sisters need to grow here. We only grow 2 inches a month. So you know what I'm saying? So we need that.
like, I don't know, I just take this stuff and my hair looks like this.
Go team hair.
You know, the great thing about this, what we're doing here, so this will be on Lucy will put this on her Facebook page and all that, and we can all go back and look at each conversation and take a little bit of what really touched us and go back and maybe add that your sense memory of yourself to something they said. So it's really, this is a great exercise. Okay, everyone, who's next? Eric, did you want to go next?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, Eric, go.
Okay, my name is Rick Watson. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm in beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona right now at work. And I feel fantastic. I've been taking this Purium organic superfoods, and I've lost 7 pounds in the last 5 days. And I never realized I could feel this great. And I don't know why I've waited so long. I just don't know why. And I've lost 17 pounds. I'm going to lose 20 more pounds. And these superfoods are fantastic. And I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what else to say. I used to feel so bad. I used to have trouble with my health and my mental condition. And these foods can help anybody and everybody. And that's all I've got to say right now.
Awesome, bro.
Oh, is that
Right
is
there.
that good? Was that
From
okay?
the heart, man, from the heart, brother.
It was.
And I have one more thing to say.
Michael, you're muted.
Life is great.
Well, Eric, I was going to say, Eric, you went on for 50, you lasted 50 seconds there, Eric. And I got to tell you, you came from your heart, and anyone who heard what you said there would want to know more.
Oh, I have one more thing to say.
Okay.
I'm cleaning my body from the inside, because people clean their cars, they clean their house, they take a shower. So people should clean their body from the inside. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Love it. I love
that.
it.
I came up with that. I just came up with that.
All right. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, sir. All right. Who's next? Who's next, y'all?
Hey, everybody. I can go. Otto here.
Hey, Otto.
Hey, how's it going? So I trust you're all having a wonderful day. A little bit about my story. I've always struggled to find true meaning and purpose in life, from within. So as some may be able to relate, I felt as though I was on this important quest called life without a trusty map or a compass to help guide the way. And like so many, I was lost, moving from point to point, from foster home to foster home. I was trying on lives like clothes. And every year there was a new home, a new family, a new address, and new names to remember. And it's like you almost become who they want you to be. And if you're not careful, you could really lose yourself. So having lived on the streets at times, as the years pressed on, I had little to no income and struggled with making even the smallest ends meet. So unknowingly, I had developed a poverty mindset and held some pretty negative notions around the idea of money. And in 2014, I was involved in a serious motorcycle accident that left me physically paralyzed, further compounding my situation. And I felt utterly defeated and even more trapped by the circumstances that I had found myself in. So I had to rely more on my family than ever before, and it was really uncomfortable. And I retreated. I retreated into myself, and then like a blessing, I came across this opportunity, this superfoods company, and it was the perfect solution for many of the areas I previously had struggled with. And so after attending an online meeting with the essential information to get going, I decided to take action. And now I've discovered my purpose, which brings me a deep sense of joy and meaning. And now I'm able to better help serve humanity as well as this magnificent planet. So I'm no longer concerned with how I'm going to generate financial abundance in my life, and being able to operate anywhere that there's internet is a true convenience. Most importantly, I'm no longer worried about how I'm going to move out of my family's house and ultimately thrive in this competitive world. So if I hadn't taken that initial first step and invested in myself, there's no telling how or if I would have ever figured my situation out. So I want to extend my gratitude to all of you and thank you for listening. It really means a lot.
Otto, you're amazing. Thank you so much for that. That got me like totally teared up. I love you.
Fantastic, Otto.
Thank you, Otto.
I want to say too, yes, Mallory, I feel the same way. That was really from the heart. Thank you so much for sharing.
So Otto, that was about 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So, but it was so powerful. There again, there's no time limit on these if you're coming from the heart and people are connecting. So well done, Otto. Well done, my friend.
Thank you, guys.
Great story, Otto, man. You just keep telling that story, brother. You know, that's people need to hear that shit, man. That's important. That's very important. Thank you.
Never,
that was very beautiful, Otto.
Never lose that authenticity, man. That's what's gonna draw people right in to, you know, you could have gone on for 5 minutes, but it just we're all listening to you because of the depth of who you are, and it's such a courageous story to tell. There are millions of people who will never tell that story that you have inspired us all to be more courageous in our lives, because as soon as you got into it, we're just all in awe of your courage to share with such power. And you said something that really touched me in particular about finding the purpose in life, and how so many people and so much of us at different times in our lives have lost touch with our purpose. And we know how dark a moment that is, to go through life without purpose. And millions and millions and millions of people are suffering today with that, in that darkness. And you have gone from the darkness into the light, and you're a hero, bro. And millions of people are going to find out. You're going to bring in people that no one else is going to be able to reach because of your courage and because of who you are. Thank you.
Thank you, man. That means a lot.
Very nice, Otto. Thank you so much, my friend. All right, who's next?
I'll go. Hey everyone, I'm Miranda. So I came to Purium sort of in a fast leap of faith. A friend of mine had posted, I was in a rough place. I needed a health transformation. I had been battling Lyme disease for a number of years, and nothing that I was doing was making a difference. And so without even talking to her, I responded to a post and purchased an Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation. As I said, just sort of on a leap of faith. It arrived, I was excited. I tried to follow all the rules. I'm not good at doing that, but I tried really hard with the eating plan. And I actually did have a huge, amazing transformation. I lost 14 pounds in a month, 4.5 inches off my waist. And what I didn't anticipate or expect in that process was that I was going to regain the health that I had before Lyme disease, and my Lyme symptoms disappeared before my eyes. I got really excited and I started spreading the word and sharing, and then life has plans, right? And so in the beginning of October, I was actually in a Love Team call when my brother called me to tell me that my mother had passed away unexpectedly that morning. And while this grief that I've been living through and eating through has taken me away from, my weight loss transformation with Purium, it hasn't taken me away from my health. And that's the beautiful thing I've found with these products is despite the fact that I've gotten off the path in terms of following all the rules, and lots of things that I wouldn't normally eat look really good, and I eat them all. I haven't lost a smidgen of the health that I had regained. And moments when eating, general store breakfast sandwiches and energy drinks would have catapulted me into a very toxic, very dark place, would have kept me in bed for days. I've managed to continue on with the same amount of energy and the same amount of health and vitality. And I know that is because I'm filling my body with vibrant life and energy through these products every day. And I know that as they help support me through this grief and healing process, that all of those other gains that I had achieved in terms of weight loss and whatnot will come back in the time that they're meant to. And I just trust and keep on going and plug into this community of people who are so kind and generous and supportive. And that's made all the difference.
God, Miranda, that was so touching. You have such a beautiful heart in the way you share, and you just can't, you can't help but just falling in love with you. You know, you got such a great way about you.
Such a great way to tell her story too. That was such a unique story.
That went 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So well done. Well done. If anybody wants to make a positive comment about what they sensed when someone's, feel free to share, you know, when you feel like it.
Yeah, Lyme disease, that's overcoming that. That's very beautiful though. That's just, yep.
Thank you, Miranda. Who's next?
I'll go because I've been terrified to go, not because I don't want to know what to say. It's just my biggest challenge. I'll confide in all of you. And really, this is really hard for me, is to get it tight, get it concise, get it. I mean, when Michael threw down that 2-minute gauntlet challenge, I broke out into a cold sweat. You know, if he asked me to talk for an hour, I'd be like, yeah, let's do it. For 2 minutes, I just said, oh my God. So I'm going to time myself for the first time. I haven't written a script. I thought I was going to write some script, and I'll do that as a homework assignment. But this is the raw. This is me not practicing. This is just the raw. We're going to see where I'm at here, okay? And I'm scared AF right now, okay? So thank you for walking the plank with me. No, thank you so much. There's no other group of people I'd rather do this with. All right. Let me set the timer. All right, we're on the clock. Hi. My name is Shiva, and I started my life at the tender young age of 46 years old. And before I started my life, I went through 40 years of feeling like I missed the boat, because 40 years I've been just totally obsessed with food. Food has run my day, and it's all I've ever really cared about. And when I really started to see the consequences of it, I was 17 years old and I started to get fat. And I haven't been under 200 pounds since I was 17 years old. When I got into the music industry and started working with rock stars in my 20s, and they're all doing all these kinds of drugs that rock stars do and partying like that, I wasn't into that, but I was into food. And the weight started to really come on, and I got to over 300 pounds, where I remained for 20 years off and on, and I got so much as 350 pounds. Now I'm only 5'6" in height, 5'6.5" on a good day. So that's a lot of weight to carry. And I tried to lose all this kind of weight, and sometimes I did through raw veganism, through all the other end to the extreme of all meat diet, which is known as the carnivore way of eating. And boy, I went crazy. And it was during the pandemic when I was watching the news, and all the news reports were saying people who looked like me were going to be the first to get this thing because we were so overweight and unhealthy. So I got scared. And finally, a friend of mine, when I moved into a new town, came by and said, he was an old wise surfer dude, and he talked like Matthew McConaughey. It looked real good beyond his years. And he said, brother man, I want you to have a superfood experience. I want you to put these organic, pure, non-GMO, delicious green superfoods into your body, and you're going to become a lean, green, fat-burning machine. Now, what he didn't know was I had a fridge and freezer full of meat because I had believed at the time that, plants were bad for you, because in the all meat way of eating, they believe, and they have scientific evidence that they've produced, that plants have these things called plant toxins, and they don't want to be eaten, and they make your guts do very bad things. Well, I came to learn that plants not only are great for you, but the thing that makes your guts wreak havoc is this thing called glyphosate. And I'd been suffering not from gluten intolerance as much as glyphosate all in my gut. I didn't know how to get rid of it. And apparently, these superfoods are the ones that remove the glyphosate from your body. So after 10 days of learning how to do this super nutrition, green superfood magic running through my body from the guy who is known as one of the world pioneers of this alchemy, I lost 17.5 pounds and 5 inches off my waist. I went through Thanksgiving, I went through Christmas, I went through New Year's for the first time in my life, free of food addiction. And so when I say I started my life, I'm living a life in freedom for the first time from this just debilitating life of being totally obsessed with food all day, every day. And I've just dedicated my life now to teaching other people how to achieve that same freedom and more. Do you know anybody who'd benefit from having a conversation with me?
Hey, that's what's up, man.
3.5 minutes, 3.5 minutes. I stumbled all over the place. The speech in my head was much better than the one I told, but I'm going to write it down and get it right. But 3.5 minutes for me, that was big progress. Thank you for bearing witness. Thank you.
Hey, Shiva, that was great. Yeah, it was great. And you know what? I personally can listen to you for an hour because you have such an eloquent way of your poetic ways of sharing your visions. And, having it, when you struck, this was a good step for you, and but there again, as you look at it, some of the stuff, it's hard to leave out certain things and put in certain things. And I think that was really great.
I'm gonna really write it and train and time. I'm gonna script it out, and I'm gonna do it like a professional does, right? Denzel Washington and Robert De Niro, right, two of the greatest actors who've ever lived. They can't talk without a script. If you ever seen those guys receive an award, these guys can't talk. I mean, it's hysterically funny. With a script, they win Academy Awards. So if you want to be a professional, I'm learning, you got to just do the stuff that professionals do. So thank you, Michael, and everyone for reminding me. I'm like so blown away by every single person who shared. I'm going to be one of the people here rewatching the videos and taking notes, and I look forward to doing the 2-minute version after a lot of practice and scripting, and because that's how we're going to reach more people. That's how I'm going to reach more people, is getting better at what I do. So I want to help more people because, I'm 30 pounds gone with Purium and my health and my freedom from food addiction as I used to have it. So this is worth it. This is worth my time, like getting this right and upping my game here. So thank you for, you really reached me with this call to action. It really wasn't until this week where I finally accepted, I gotta face this music. So thank you, each and every one of you, and especially you, Michael.
You know what? Yeah, I was just thinking, y'all. See, we've got here, what we're creating here is a road show. Like this could be our cast right here. We could call it, the Purium monologues, right? The road show of all these great, listen, you guys are all Academy Award winners. I'm looking at you going, wow, look at the spirits of these folks. And so this is a road show that we would pack the houses everywhere, y'all. All right, well done, Shiva. Let's hear it for Shiva again. Yay, Shiva! Right. Who's next?
Come on, y'all. Whoever's shy, go.
Guys, I was so scared. Trust me. You might not think I was. I was terrified. So if anybody else out there is terrified, I promise you weren't more terrified than I was. Go for it. Let it rip. There's nothing but love in the room here.
Let it rip, y'all.
All right, I'll go. You good with that? Okay, so hey, everybody, I'm Michael, and in 6 days, I'll be turning 65 years young. And I've led a very blessed life, I must say. 31 years ago, I left a very successful career in the advertising business, mostly because I realized it was a really toxic environment, and became a full-time yoga teacher. So I went from, making a fairly substantive, very good living to making nothing, but it was a choice I made because I woke up one day in the advertising business when you become everything you said you would never become. I got into yoga because I absolutely loved it, and I still love it. I built an incredibly successful business as a yoga teacher for 31 years. But about 4 or 5 years ago, I began to see the changes within the yoga industry. I wasn't very happy with the business of yoga and how the business of yoga was being conducted. And subconsciously, I was looking for change. And but I was also very complacent in my success, and that became a key marker. So about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I came across a company out of Los Angeles because I've always been into health and wellness, obviously. And I love what they did. I did the research, found out about the quality of the products, found out about the owner and his background and the credibility of the company. And so I jumped in. I jumped in originally to for my own nutritional gains and to up. The first time I did the lifestyle transformation, I was in very good shape, but still lost about 15 pounds. And I began to see the opportunity from a business standpoint. And the interesting thing that was preventing me from moving into this in a full-time way was fear of moving out of a place that was comfortable for me. And once I made the decision to look at that fear in the mirror and move forward, I began to develop a successful business with this company. And I'm blessed because I took all the skills that I was using as a yoga teacher in terms of teaching, mentoring, helping people, guiding people every day. And I get to do the exact same thing with the people I come across with respect to health, wellness, and nutrition. And as everybody has mentioned, I work with an outstanding, beautiful community in which I have made some lifelong friends.
Abundant Yogi.
Well done, Michael. Go ahead, Andrew. That was 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Well done, Michael. So I noticed that Bo put Michael's a very professional speaker, and some of us, tend to be more professional than others. And as we are developing our story, you want to look at it. Well, how would I want to share it in a professional setting, and how would I want to share it maybe just with a group of where you're being more not just sharing the story without not worried about the professional. But if you're sharing it with a doctor or people that are chiropractors, you might have a little bit more different edge that you want to share. So good comment, Bo.
Yeah, and I think it depends on the audience, as you say, Michael, and who you're chatting with and what the perspective is. And trust me, there's a lot of blah, 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 blah that comes out of my mouth.
That's a good blah, blah you did there, Michael.
Blah, 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 blah.
All right, who's next?
I guess I'm next.
Hey, Rama.
All right. Hey, everybody. My name is Hayes. I live in California. My mission in life is health, wealth, love, and happiness, and raising human vibration. And so I grew up many different places, on a farm, in the city, and I've got to see how people react to the food that is in their body. And so, and the people in the city maybe not thinking so clearly. And then I grew up on the farm where before a big industry took over the farm I grew up on. But and most likely glyphosate, glyphosate, of course, sprayed on all the farms surrounding the farm that I grew up on now. But so I knew about that at a young age. And so I got to see how people think clearly and not clearly from growing up on a farm, eating good food, that the soil has not been destroyed. And then eventually Purium came along in my life, and I've realized that the soil all along the United States is very destroyed, and that this company is very aligned with my path and everything that I love. And they have amazing products that can help heal your body from the inside out and make you feel super amazing. And that's it. Yeah.
My gosh, Hayes, you shared a lot there, man. It was interesting watching you go through your childhood and your understanding of glyphosate. And
I just put what I could put out there, and what I think of as 2 minutes maybe. I honestly could have went down a whole rabbit hole.
I understand that. You were 1 minute and 37 seconds. So you had a lot of, so you're on the right path. Let's keep it up, my friend.
I'll give it a whirl.
Let's hear it for Hayes.
Yeah, Rama.
All right.
Thank you. Let's hear it, Taylor.
The woodsman.
Can you hear me? Can you see me? All right. My name's Taylor. I'm a physical transformation coach. And anybody who's a coach knows how variable coaching income can be. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're not making any money. So I knew early on that I wanted to make residual income stream happen. And I also knew that I wanted to provide other options for my clients. So I started researching different affiliate marketing and network marketing companies, supplements and things like that. And the problem was that there wasn't anything out there that I could find that was in line with my values and, you know, what I thought was a good quality option for, you know, superfoods, supplements, that sort of thing. So then I saw this funky Jedi health warrior named Angelo on Instagram talking about glyphosate and food justice, and he was speaking my language, and I was looking at the screen. I was like, yeah, and I didn't even know what was going on. And then I saw he started talking about this Purium stuff, and Angelo, I think I just gave you a call one day, and I was like, hey, tell me about this stuff. So he showed me the light. It was completely congruent with what I wanted for myself, to hack my own health too, and also something that I could live by and share with others, show them the light. So now on those months where maybe the coaching business is not going so well, I have these checks coming in from Purium, pays the bills that consistently come in every month. I get to show other amazing people and meet other amazing people this option to take hold of their finances, their health, own their life, and show other people what the best option is for their health out there. What else? Yeah, and like I said, I get to wake up every morning now. I have a green smoothie, and I throw a couple eggs in there too. That I like to do the Spartan style raw eggs in there with it. I gotta get my extra protein. So every morning, that's my breakfast. I feel better. I feel more vibrant. And yeah, thank you, Angelo. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you too, man. You're a beast, man. I love you. He's a beast, but he's such a gentle soul, man. Taylor's an amazing guy. I hope you guys all get to know him.
Thank you, brother.
Well, Taylor, that was 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And I loved your overall flow, man.
I felt like I really got to know you. You were very laid back and comfortable there. And, just that simplicity of what you said you do as a coach. And automatically I really got it, that the challenges that you deal with when you're coaching and making a living and this and that. So that was really a good structure, my friend. Well done.
I really hope everyone will go back and review the recording, the archive of this video, and really make notes and study which each and every share said, because there is literal pearls of wisdom, powerful language codes embedded in every single person who spoke today, that's unique and that's in so much insight. And there's so many different audiences, all of whom will benefit from Purium, on so many levels. So it's just, I just want to thank again everyone for just their unique insight that was all essential. I mean, I learned today was really a master class, but only if one will really listen to it. So I really invite everybody. I'm certainly going to do it to go back, review, make detailed notes. This was Michael, genius session in a whole month of legendary Saturday morning calls. Just so much love and gratitude.
Yeah, Michael, you really are an inspiration. Really, man, you really are a great mentor, and are really grateful for you.
Thank you, Angelo.
Michael, you speak from a place of the heart. You are filled with love and joy, compassion, forgiveness. You are a leader.
And I want to add, Michael, for me, you see the light in me, and my sense is all of us, even when we don't see the light in ourselves.
Yes,
Well,
Michael, I'll say that you bring out the best in us. You see things in us that we don't, I'm not gonna say nothing negative, but just thank you so much for all the affirming words that you pull out of us. And the people who you see us are gonna be, you already see us in places that we're not even seeing ourselves. And you have such a huge heart. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. We love you, we do.
Yeah, thank you so much, Michael. I was literally about to say this 30 minutes ago. Yeah, everything you've been saying on the call, everything you showing up, just giving us the information you give, everything you lay out for us, PDFs and whatnot. It's so much. I'm so thankful. Appreciate it so much. Yeah, we all love you.
We have the best upline crown in Purium. We're blessed.
You're the bomb.
I'll tell you
And we have
what.
some amazing crowns, don't get me wrong, but we do have the best.
Well, I tell you what, when I look at y'all, the beauty, the presence of who you all are, it's just humbling to me. It's humbling to me. So thank you. So who would like to go next? Okay, well, first of all, okay, we talked about Taylor. So yeah, so anyway, who would like to go next? Anyone?
I can go. I haven't been going.
Oh, we got.
He's trying to go, but he's not coming through.
We've got a movie star here, y'all. Now we all know. I always say, I can't wait to see Julie on a. I've been watching this thing called Firefly Lane on Netflix. It is one of the greatest stories of two girlfriends that you'll ever see in your life. And so I see Julie playing a part like that.
Well, now that we've made you cry. So my story, I started out as an actor and a filmmaker, and the whole time that I've been doing that, I have had a parallel career as a yoga teacher. And very much like my partner, Michael, I started to get a little bit, I just felt the yoga business wasn't what I had wanted it to be. So I got certified in nutrition and coaching. And at the same time, I was having a lot of health struggles. I was married before my partner, my husband died suddenly of a heart attack, and it really had a profound impact on my health. And so I pivoted in a big way in terms of studying nutrition and coaching. And when I started my coaching business, I realized that I really wanted to be able to point my clients in a direction towards products that actually worked, because I myself had wasted hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on things that didn't work. And same thing in terms of working with practitioners. You know, somebody will charge you $250 for an initial consult, and I wouldn't get the results. And I'd even spent thousands of dollars on programs, not seeing my health improve. And so it was Michael, my partner, who originally found Purium. And when he said it was a network marketing company, I kind of rolled my eyes and was like, no, I do not want to do another network marketing company, not again. So, but anyway, we had a meeting with Raw. I know a lot about autoimmune conditions and gut health. And I really liked Biomedic. I liked what the product potential was. And so Michael originally wanted to do a 10-day. We ended up doing a 40-day because there was a 40-day back then. And I did feel a lot of difference in my body. Like I ended up losing a few pounds, but more importantly, I'd been struggling with depression. So that cleared up, my brain fog cleared up, my energy got better. And I loved the formulations of the products. And so I saw a real potential on the business side. So I've been involved with Purium over a year and a half. All of my clients see results with Purium products. I myself am a huge fan of the product line, and I take them every single day. I follow a particular protocol for my thyroid issue. And I can't say enough nice things about Dave and Amy, who run the company, and just in terms of the support that the company offers the field in terms of building a business and an income. So I see so much more potential for myself in Purium, even though it's a network marketing company. And I love the products. I love the community. I love the power of plants. I am 100% vegan and have been for years. And yeah, I have a huge vision for myself within Purium, and even for Purium itself. I can't wait until more people discover these beautiful superfoods.
Good job, Julie.
Thank you, Julie.
Thanks, you guys. Thanks, Angelo.
Julie's
Phil.
a big inspiration to me. Thank you, Julie.
Yeah, I love listening to you, Julie.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, John.
Yes. All right, I got this mic working over here.
Hold on 1 second. Julie, that was 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
Ah, damn. Okay, got it.
Okay, I mean, if we can shoot for, we all know how people in Purium generally love to talk. That's one of the things that we're all like-minded about. We can jam. And so, you know, we're always working at getting more concise, but that was great, Julie. You're so much fun to watch and listen to. And, you know, I love your commitment to your activism and, you know, who you are. So that was really well done. And thank you. Any other comments? Julie, everybody?
Yeah, Michael, can I make a general comment about timings? You know, I think we get into this kind of locked vision of, you know, story under 2 minutes. And I think maybe in certain mediums, that's more important than others. But, you know, if you're having a one-on-one conversation or a belly-to-belly conversation, as you say, right, you're having a personal discussion where you're going to have much more opportunity to share yourself and your feelings and your emotions, whatever. So I'm not sure that everybody's got to get locked in or honed into 2 minutes. Yeah, I think it very much depends on the circumstance.
Well, you know, and I agree 100%. I just think you want to look at your structure. Hey, if you go for you can go for 5 minutes, but there are some times when you're on an elevator or you're walking somewhere where to have a short version to get somebody's attention is so important. I'm not into speaking on short notes myself. However, I do find that through my experience of network marketing, when you have those moments when you can do a 2 minute, a 5 minute, a 10 minute, a 20 minutes, wherever the time allows, basically. But good point, Michael.
Bo may be able to address this directly, but correct me if I'm wrong, Bo, but when creating a video, the maximum amount you want for social media or posting is probably 2 minutes, correct? Otherwise, people's attention spans are really, really short.
Well, it depends on the message, right? I think if you're on TikTok, then yeah, it has to be between 15 seconds to 1 minute. But everything else, it depends on the value you're giving. It depends on the platform. So, if people are really interested and they're knowledge based and they really want to learn a lot, they'll sit through a 1 hour video, right? But if they're just more action oriented, they'll maybe want to look at a PDF.
Okay.
Very good. Thank you, Bo.
I want to
Thanks.
say one quick thing real quick about Julie is like Julie don't hand out compliments about food unless it's good. So when she says I love Purium, I'm like that's right there. Like that's integrity speaking to the product. It's full of integrity. So that's cool,
Angelo, you know me. You know how I am about quality. I'm picky.
All right, I think we're winding down here. We've probably got there again, if you want to share, please do. And if you don't, we can do this again in a week or two. And
I'll jump in.
Go ahead.
All right, guys. Hey, my name is John Gross. I served in the military for 6 years, got out in 2014, and started my journey in the civilian world. I was 17 when I had joined the military. So getting out of the military was kind of a fresh experience to me, living outside of that structure. And so I started my journey of kind of finding my own personal clarity on transitioning, dealing with some mental stuff I was going through, trying to get back to better health. Military kind of kicked me for a loop health-wise, lungs, respiratory. And so I've had different jobs, different things, but my path has kind of led me to where I'm a clarity coach now. So I work with men on how to find the clarity that they need to be able to see their goals clearly and see how they can achieve what they really want out of life. But one of the biggest things with clarity, as you guys all know, is thinking clearly, feeling clean in order to think clearly. And so for myself, I started my journey getting off of meds for PTSD, personality disorder, a couple different things. I got off of nicotine. I quit drinking. I quit taking caffeine, coffee. So I pretty much got all these stimulants, all these little crutches I had in my life this was before I became a coach, but this was keeping me from reaching my own personal clarity. And then about 3 months ago, I was actually a client of Taylor Thompson's, and he started telling me about this product. And this is exactly what I needed to get my body following the momentum of my mind. Because kind of like Rama Hayes, I grew up on a farm. I've grown up, eating fairly healthy and whatnot. But then after serving in the military and then getting out, I kind of struggled on where to find this stuff. I was spending $600 a month trying to get good fruit and produce and whatnot from the store. And where I live, Walmart's all we've got. So you're not getting anything good quality. And so, yeah, getting on Purium has completely changed the way I feel on the inside, which of course is retroactively, it's cleaning out my mind. It's helped me solidify my clarity, my direction. And then in turn, that spreads out through everybody I touch, especially my clients. And so kind of like a lot of you, I love sharing this product and really this lifestyle with my clients because it's transformative. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for listening, guys.
Hey, Jonathan. All right, John.
That was a really cool story. And I'm really happy you got your mic working because I was worried about you there for a minute. I kept seeing the thing come on and off, and I was like, man, somebody let this guy tell a story. And I'm glad that you were able to, man. It was a beautiful story. Thank you so much for sharing yourself.
Hey, thanks, Bo.
Yeah, Jonathan. Anybody else want to make a comment? Feel free, y'all.
I'll say I just met Jonathan recently. You know, Taylor brought him onto the team, and man, it's been such a great experience to meet him because, you know, it's very rare that you'll meet somebody of that caliber of like health and, you know, intelligence and articulation of word, and to not have to like foster it too much. He's got it all right now, and he's it's only up from here. So I'm honored to know you, John, and I'm happy to have you on the Purium family, man.
Hey, thanks, brother. I appreciate it, Angelo.
Yeah, Jonathan, you went for 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Right.
And I love your presence and, you know, all you've been through in the military. Thank you for your amazing service, my friend. And I know I was in the Army, so I know a little bit about the military, and I don't know much about this time that you've been in, which is such a more difficult time, I think, than when I was in. But the bottom line, brother, your presence, your camera, your heart, your sensitivity comes off so beautifully that I think, you know, people watch you and just as everyone on this has their own sensitivity, observing Jonathan's, you know, I think the more you are out there letting people see and hear and sense you, you're just going to be more popular and more popular because your heart comes through very kind and gracious, man.
Hey, thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. It means a lot.
Really good. Really cool, man.
And thank you for your service, brother.
Oh, yeah. Damn, man. Long time ago. Nothing like getting drafted, yo. I got drafted. All right, who would like to go next?
I'll go.
Buddy,
Okay.
we got on this
Hey,
camp.
my name is Margarita, and man, I've been taking Purium for about a year now, and it's really been like the last puzzle piece to put everything together for me, where I really feel like I could thrive on a health standpoint. So my background is I'm a holistic nutritionist, and I'm also a fitness coach, transformation coach, mindset coach, and also I am a IFBB Pro bodybuilder. So I won Miss Fitness Canada in 2016, and that was amazing. That was like my goal, and I did it. But with that, you know, that extreme high that I was on came the extreme low to balance it off. And that prep and the way I had gone about my bodybuilding just put my health and my body in a really disempowered state. Like my health was just completely thrown off. I battled with disordered eating patterns when I was post-show in my off season. So I would basically, you know, be like 5-6% body fat for the stage. And then after that, the pendulum would just swing the other way, and I would just be at a loss for the control that I had in my life around food. And I would gain like upwards of like 30 pounds, not comfortable at all, so much anxiety, like the whole shebang. So, I mean, after that, I realized I had to make a change, because I was going to the doctor after my show, and the doctor's like, "Oh, you're fine." And I'm like, okay. We ran test after test, and she just assured me that I was fine. And I'm like, all right, I'm not okay. And if no one's going to tell me how to fix this, I'm going to take this into my own hands. So I became a holistic nutritionist, and, you know, I really healed a lot of myself through that journey. But I will say that the last puzzle piece was Purium for me, because the first time I did an ultimate lifestyle transformation, I just like, it was like the last grip of any kind of disordered eating pattern just let go, because for the first time I was nutritionally fed. My body systems were rebalancing. I was really tending and healing myself from my post-show trauma, basically. So, I mean, Purium's been in my life ever since. I now have complete food freedom. I love food, and you know, it's been such a staple for my journey as a professional athlete too, because in that extreme sport, you know, it's everything to make sure that you are taking care of your body from the most fundamental level. So that's what Purium is for me. It's just like my godsend to ensure that I have health and vitality. And now what I'm doing with this is I want to use Purium as I, move further along in my athletic career and see, like, it's not about breaking your body down. It's about building your body up. I want bodybuilding to literally be bodybuilding, and Purium is my secret weapon for that.
Anybody want to make a comment? Margarita, you went 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Good, well done, well done. I'll tell you one thing I'll say, I love your expressions. You're so expressive. And when you smile, you just light up that camera. You light up that screen around you. So I'll say you one thing, whenever you feel any shyness or you're lost in any way, just laugh, just smile, because you're so engaging. You really are. Congratulations.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
That's so sweet. Thank you.
The truth. Any comments, anyone?
I think that I agree. The way you emoted that, Margarita, you really, the emotion behind it, you could feel that you weren't just scripted, you were telling it from the heart, and that really was impactful. You could be talking about anything and I would have felt it because you were so into it.
Yeah, really enjoyable. Anyone else?
Again, there's these real key insights that are being addressed in each and every share for all these different communities and audiences. And it's so inspiring to hear that we have something for everyone that's so highly specific, right? The issues that Margarita was addressing in her community, and I wouldn't know from as being not a professional bodybuilder ever once, but for her, it's like there's a whole community of people that are suffering, needlessly suffering, quietly suffering. And we have very powerful, highly effective, extraordinarily effective, real solutions for people. And it's just, this call, if nothing else, inspires me to just learn the treasure that we actually have. We have the gold. We are the cavalry, okay? We have the good news. In a time where there's never been more bad news, we have the good news. And it's just each and every share, the insights, the specificity, that's where the victory is, in the specificity. And if you go back and listen to Margarita's share in the replay, you'll hear just real specificity, in each of the shares too. But that's what's really popping for me, is these jewels, these diamonds of specifics in each and every share, right? So
I'd just like to say that Margarita is a beautiful, eloquent, and articulate speaker, always.
Oh yeah. Yeah, look at that smile on her face, everybody. Look at her. My God, Margarita, you must have had a cool mommy and daddy. All right. Who's next? I think maybe we've covered it all here. Like George, I think everybody's spoken. Well, everybody, what a fun day. What a fun day. What a fun time. Gee, I learned so much, and I'm going to rewatch this. This was a masterclass in connecting. Thank you. So on that note, Lucy says hello. She'll be back next week. She's been doing an NLP Spanish class for the last 4 weeks. This is her last day. So she's looking forward to coming back and seeing everybody. And I just want you to know, y'all, you're so talented. You all are so freaking talented and so loving, and you've got it all going for you. Just, Jimmy Christmas. And so in closing today, we still have, let's give everybody a round of applause here. All right, everybody. Okay, so we've got somebody out there actually recruiting today while we're all here jamming on the phone. So I would like Veronica to give us a closing comment for the call today. So Veronica, you are up.
All right. Thank you, Michael. And thank you, everyone on this call. I love you all. And, just keep inspiring. You guys are so genuine and authentic. I'm so blessed to be co-laboring alongside such an amazing group of people. I'm so honored. And so just keep inspiring, because what you're doing today, someone did for me a few months ago. Angela was one of them, the certified health nut. Troy Casey was another. And now we just continue doing it, just continue duplicating that love, sharing, just keep sharing. And you guys are all amazing, and I love you. I think Michael wants me to show you my Purium table too. I'm out here at a popular hiking spot, and I set up my little Purium table. So just sharing some smiles and some sunch love.
Well, you inspired me, Veronica.
Yeah, so you guys have a beautiful day. Thank you.
Have a great day, everybody. Oh, one other thing. Bo is going to be doing a training on Tuesday at 11 a.m. on social media. And I've had the pleasure, I'm not a big social media person myself, but I'm learning so much, and Bo's inspired me to get deeper into, and he has such a unique way of his style of teaching, y'all, that you don't want to miss a class that you can get from him, because it's fun to tune into his energy and how he shares. Right, right, Bo?
Yeah, thanks, Michael. I'm gonna put the thing in the chat here, just the group. Yeah, basically, I'm just doing an online course, and I'll put it in the thing. And so the more people that come there, the better. I'm going to be selling it online later, but having you guys on is going to make me look more credible on the course, and also helps me develop the course in a way that is more specific to helping people's needs. So yes, last week we talked about a lot of stuff, but I think this week we're going to be talking about maybe some of the basics of TikTok and how to map your content flow so that you can get the most out of your time on social media. All right, we'll see you guys there.
Great call, everybody. Have a lovely day, a lovely weekend, and peace and love.
Love you, everybody. Have a great day.
Yeah, guys.
Blessings, y'all. Blessings.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Bye.